Hi folks, doing here of None here with your Mundus Minute for January 17th, 2020. News, luxury merchant, and golden merchant stuff all in a few minutes. So first up in the news, the much anticipated ESO Plus free weekend is upon us. Yes, you'll be able to have ESO Plus now until the 23rd, so if you do not have it already, you'll be able to take this opportunity to get into DLC content, crafting bags, double bank space, and double space on your housing as well. So go ahead, get into some DLC stuff, get all those sky shards, get all those dungeons out of the way now, and save yourself some money from having to buy it, buy a month here and get all that good stuff anyways. Now on to the actual things that we've been waiting for. So the Dark Heart of Skyrim and Greymoor has been announced. Yes, we're going back to Skyrim, and it is going to involve vampires, werewolves, and witches in a story set in Skyrim. I'm going to put links down below so you guys can take a look at all the post, pre, and during the show that had a new reveal trailer for the Dark Heart. It involves Blackreach. It seems to involve a vampire lords, aka Blood Scions. Does not seem to involve the Volcamere clan, and has a whole lot of interesting stuff to it. It is on sale right now as well. You can buy a digital pre-release, and this time it actually comes with a pre-release. So all those folks who are waiting for a collectible, which you didn't get with elsewhere, you're actually going to be able to get it with this Greymoor edition, which is actually going to have a Blood Scion for you to have a little statuette to put on your desk. Actually looks pretty cool. Kind of want to get it. Also has collectible coins for the last few areas as well, and some books and other good interesting stuff on there. Again, elderscrollsonline.com for all that info. I will put more information down below. Enjoy, guys. Last thing I have to say in the news, the new scale collar, or not the new, but the old scale collar crates are back again in the store. If you guys didn't get them the first time, now's a chance to get them. So go ahead and get them. Next up, let's take a look at the luxury merchant and golden merchant for this week. Assuming this comes up properly. There we go. All right, so currently we have a bunch of orcish stuff again. Counterweights, lates, Malakath, sigils, seals, and all that good stuff. So get on the golden merchant, you can get all that stuff today. Finally, let's take a look at the golden merchant for this week. For 150k, we're gonna hit sap, health, spell damage, max magicka. While you're affected by disabling a mobilization or a snare, you heal for 2,000 health for every 1 second. Interesting set. I don't know if this is good or bad. I've seen some people work this into meta build or PvP builds, interestingly, but it only gives about 1,000 health as opposed to just getting 100 health recovery for it. So not sure if it's the greatest. I would probably skip the golden version of this and just go ahead and get the purple version of this. You can also get this out of Shadowfen fairly easy. Ring of Night Terror. Stamina, reduces your detection by 2 meters. Health, and when you take melee damage, you deal 2,660 poison damage to your attacker. If it can occur once every 1 second. All right, so don't recommend getting this for the gold set here. Go ahead and get this in either green, purple, blue, whatever you want, but get this set and get the 3-piece set. Combine this with Night Mother, not the one that's cracked, the one that's dropped, and you combine this with Durok's Bane, and you have an extremely low sneaking radius that no one can detect you. You can be standing in front of people and stealing lockboxes, they won't be able to see you at all. Gold version, probably would skip it, don't bother with this, but do grab this in the grab this from the zones it comes from there. I don't remember where this comes from exactly, but do grab this and make a stealing set out of it if you have issues stealing. Ring of the Worm Cult, spell damage, or sorry, this is 250k. Spell damage, max magicka, magic recovery, and reduces all magicka abilities to 4% for you and up to 11 members of your group members and 28 meters of view. This is a meta set for PvE in all healers. I would recommend it if you have a healer to grab this set, even for 250k. Yes, you're not getting any bonus out of the 5-piece here, but it does give you max stats, and this is something you will carry yourself into endgame content with. So if you have a healer, this might be a set that you want to pick up. If you don't have this one, I believe this one comes out of Vaults of Madness. So you have to either run Vaults of Madness and get this in purple, or pick it up for the gold one. But since it's a meta set, you're probably going to upgrade to gold anyway, so I do recommend picking up the vendor if you have the money, or the AP. Last up is Storm Masters, another 250k ring, and it's weapon critical, weapon damage. And when you deal critical damage with a fully charged heavy attack, your light attacks deal an additional 1,599 shock damage for 20 seconds. Do not recommend this set. Several issues here. 1, critical damage with a fully charged heavy attack. What are you using that's going to be fully charged heavy attacks? You're running out of stamina? If you're doing a good rotation, you're probably weaving in a lot of light attacks and not a whole lot of heavy attacks. In PvP, you definitely want to be using heavy attacks with a melee ability. In addition to this, it's shock damage instead of physical damage, poison damage, or disease damage, which means it works off spell penetration rather than physical penetration. So why are you going to bother with set? Just skip this one. Don't even bother with it in the purple set, for crying out loud. Get something else, please. Also for 100k, Sentinel of Aragamzan's Mask. 4% healing done, and when you heal yourself or an ally, you have 10% chance to summon a Dwemer Spider that heals you and also restores magicka and stamina to your and your allies in 5 meters every 1 second for 8 seconds. If I concur once every 15 seconds. I won't say it's a bad set. It's an interesting set. PvP wise, it can be useful, but you're gonna have to have people really balled up together. I do see folks use this on the PvE side, but it's a pretty easy dungeon to run. So if you're gonna use this set, I'd recommend picking it up from the PvE side to start with. Then Balrog's Mask, weapon damage, spell damage, and when using an ultimate ability, you gain weapon damage and spell damage for 10 seconds, equal to twice the amount of the total ultimate consumed. Very interesting set. I'd actually recommend this. Necromancer, Wardens, or Dragon Knights. Both use this for a pretty meta set. I think Templars, so maybe some Stamplars will use this. In addition to that, just the one-piece set is pretty good. So if you don't do PvP, or if you just simply don't have the DLC or ESO Plus and you don't want to run it this weekend, go ahead, pick up this set mask here. It'll really help you guys out. Anyways, that's Hero of None. That's the Mundus Minute. See you on Tamriel and soon Skyrim.